and come after me, trying to put my life in misery. I know he's sitting on the throne, will never, never leave me alone. Alright then, just sit up on the throne, just never leave I alone. Just keep it aside and I his loving I can't deny. No, no, my Father is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Lion of Judah. Though I'm surrounded by the wicked man, they cannot prosper. Put on my armor, walk on the boots, cause I'm a true soldier. The Gideon, rough me rougher, I'm no pushover. I trust in the most high King, just listen the words me a sing. Trust no man give you good tidings, no enemies, but fight me a ring. Fire in the storm, you never, never leave me alone. And when the enemies are come, you never, never leave me alone. So when the wicked men come after me, trying to put my life in misery, I know he's sitting on the throne, you never, never leave me alone. Me and reality, me a chat. You not left me caution, I got truth and rights, roots and culture, me the pan. Put them slackness on the ground, just spread it on the streets, on the cities and towns. After let their conscience, there is no time to lose, cause when the day will come, there will be no excuse. The rest of men are one, then them take it for fun, but I give thanks and praises in my song. My heart is winning, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. No Bible, no see a win. Righteous flow is a righteous thing. We not deal with certain things. Burn out them ism, masochism. Burn out all them paganism. Clean out them, burn out everything. Burn out Babylon system. Burn out Babylon system. Burn out Babylon system. Love, just sit up on the throne and never leave I alone. Like activity says the night. Yeah, never leave I alone. Stay by my side when I'm working on me. Yeah. I understand it's hard when none of this is your fault, but I'm hoping you don't leave. You stay by my side when I'm working on me. Yeah. I'm gonna learn some things. I don't expect you to stay, but I'm hoping you don't leave. All I can say, I'm committed to change things I learned growing up, but you don't have to wait. Sorry, baby, I'm falling, falling, falling down. That's why I'm calling, calling, calling now. Boo-hoo, childhood trauma. Fucked up dad and a fucked up mama. Taught me that love means drama. Hostility was the problem solver. Said nothing never got solved. Go figure, trying to reconfigure my brain. I'm triggered by arguments. Reactive, I'm on defense. Course my girl is 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 on defense. You stay by my side when I'm working on me. Yeah. I understand it's hard when none of this is your fault, but I'm hoping you don't leave. You stay by my side when I'm working on me. Yeah. I'm gonna learn some things. I don't expect you to stay, but I'm hoping you don't leave. Yeah. And all I can say, I'm committed to change things I learned growing up, but you don't have to wait. Sorry, baby, I'm falling, falling, falling down. That's why I'm calling, calling, calling now.
shit, huh? Fixed to a real misfit, huh? Even too legit through the times I had you tired and sick, but we really could've split, I'm under construction, I see the foundation, you holding us up like a beam, I'm sorry. Who would've known that my past would harm me? I should've known that this change would cost me. It's Wednesday night and I'm looking for a flight, I can make it to your side by the PM. I'll spend more time and I'll make up for the time I treated the love like a per diem. I bottled a lot of my pain and mixed it with things I couldn't explain, and then I sip. I try to contain, but then I flip. Shit, you stay by my side. I'm working on me. Yeah.
Flipping. Working on yourself. Working on yourself. Flipping. Right when they said flipping in the song, these flipped over. Cover up. Domestic dispute. Stalkers. Well, it's given that they were trying to flip the tables on you, but they weren't able to. Now they're trying to cover up their hand. And it's like they weren't really able to do that either. That's why, or maybe they're stalking just to see if the coast is clear. The coast is clear. And it's peaceful without them. That's for somebody. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite Cosmic Warrior, back at you with another galactic transmission. Let's get a prayer in, then let's tap into the energy. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding and protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to. And so it is.
Sit here on the stairs and listen to the nighttime as the daylight fades away. It's such a haunting and familiar tune. When I hear it in the distance, I can say that daughters and my wife, they wait for me all alone. But the truth is, it's where I always am, it's where I long to be, because I'm home.
You know, home. You know, being all alone. But finding the peace in being alone, finding the calmness in being alone, finding yourself while you're alone. You know, but it's the spiritual bath. It's the purging. But it's the purging, but it's the seeds that we plant after. It's that they're under investigation for trying to prevent. It's like trying to prevent you from moving on. Trying to prevent you from breaking certain bonds and chains that you were trying to break. They're under investigation for that. For trying to fuck with your crops.
But the truth is, it's where I always am, it's where I long to be. Now I started preschool, and he just turned 2. So I just pass the sign that welcomes me to Worthington, established long before this country came to be.
You know, it's remorse on their end, that, well, it's sadness that you moving away, but it's like you're not coming back. They know that, but it's moving away from, well, family. It's given family, but the change was for the good. The balance was much needed. You know, it was all divinely led, divinely orchestrated. You know, that was found through meditation.
It's where I long to be, because I'm home in Massachusetts, where my hero teaches classes every day, and where my friends, they don't treat me different. It's where my family is. It's where I'll always stay, because I'm home.
You know, it's treating you different. It's, you know, treating you different, but being upset when you chose better, when you chose yourself, when you chose to get away from a greedy family. They could be trying to reach out. But they wanted to keep you around while they continued to cast false judgment, the false prophet, false judgment upon you. It's a false judgment about your changes. You know, lying, saying that you haven't changed, that you're still the same old you. But they can't cover up the changes. The changes, yeah, all it takes is one glance, one look. It's undeniable. You couldn't hide it if you wanted to. And you don't want to. That's the difference. You stopped dimming yourself. Your light triggers them because you stopped dimming yourself to make them, to coddle to them, to their feelings. Feelings. Yeah, but it was deceit wrapped up in that, in the feelings. It was emotional manipulation. It's the wolf in sheep's clothing. It was an attempt to emotionally manipulate.
Just know that I try to always apologize. I'ma have you first always in my heart to keep you satisfied. But nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no.
Hey, thank you.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause we gon' fight, oh yes we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight. Fight for our right to love, yeah. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got every right to wanna leave, I got every right to wanna go, I got every right to hit the road and never talk to me no more.
Every right to hit the road and not talk to them anymore. Every right under the sun, every right under the moon to choose yourself. You know, there's an indigenous elder that says that on the spiritual journey, one must not be willing to compromise comfort for their journey, but you must be willing to sacrifice comfort for your journey. I mean, and now I have a more different understanding of it too. It's true growth happens in discomfort. It doesn't happen in complacency. But it's sometimes it's in the discomfort that we're really able to see through the veils that have been casted upon us. It's from taking a step back. It's from taking the guided actions. It's from taking whatever steps we're being led to take, either away, forward, whatever it is. It's only at that time where we're able to truly see. But then it's also, too, it's people, when these drama queens feel you slipping away, their mask is going to slip a little bit. And then, if they're wearing that mask, it might slip. And that's what you need to clock. Hey, thank you. Revealing themselves. Hey, thank you. They never want you to see them with that mask removed. They never want to see it. Well, because once you can see it, it's an end to them. It's an end. It's an end to the manipulation. But it's fighting for your right to peace. It's they're offended that you found peace. They're offended that the peace you found was away from them. But they never wanted you to find peace around them anyways. But the pathological liars. All they want to do is create chaos, mayhem. But they wanted to create the chaos and mayhem for you so that you could manifest more chaos and mayhem for yourself. But by removing them, then you're able to change the wheel of fortune.
She was trying to hit him with the woo, trying to catch him. She was trying to put it in his woo, trying to trap him. Maybe underneath the full moonlight of passion, thinking he'll fall deeply in love from attraction. I was in a
Moon magic, trying to get you to fall in love with them. They're gonna reach out and see if the moon magic's working. Oh, they're gonna stalk first, though. They're gonna try to test the waters before they jump right in. They gotta see how much you know. No remorse. Sorry they're not successful. That's it.
She was trying to hit him with the woo, trying to catch him. She was trying to put it in his woo, trying to trap him. Maybe underneath the full moonlight of passion, thinking he'll fall deeply in love from attraction. Don't play around with love, under the love spell. I'm in your stomach, I'm in your ribs, I'm bringing your love.
The love spells. They wanted you frozen. They wanted you stuck. They wanted you stuck with a third party. They wanted you stuck with a third party. Because then you would be thrown off your course. You'd be thrown off your mission. Yeah, but it's like these have no effect on me anymore. Maybe at one point you're the verbal venom. Maybe at one point it would have poisoned my mind and affected me, but not anymore. Not any longer. Not in this timeline. Not with this version of me. It's given spiritual hygiene on point. Trying to catch you slipping. Trying to catch you slipping. Trying to catch you slipping. They're trying to catch you slipping so that they can finally point the finger. See, I told you. I told you. Look, told you. But at the same time, they can't do that because they can't. They wouldn't be able to resist it. They wouldn't be able to. But at the same time, it's drawing the eyes in that close. It's not wise for them. But they're not that smart anyways. So who knows? Who knows?
When I die,
know. I've never claimed to know the answers, but I've faked it pretty well. And I've walked straight through the valley, full of shadows and of death. And I've learned a lot of lessons, and they haven't killed me yet. I lost it all. I tried to make it through my pain. I lost it all.
Hey, thank you.
It'll never be the same. And right now the only thing that's left is sadness and the shame. I lost it all. It'll never be the same. I lost it all. Now I've heard so many stories full of sadness and regret,
You know,
and I've
they feel like that they're losing everything. But so much sadness, so much regret. But it's the type of people that it's, you know, you stop accepting shitty behavior. You start putting yourself first. You choose to walk away. And then, but the story they saying is, oh, how could they treat me like that? I did nothing wrong, and blah, 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 blah. They're just attention seeking. And no accountability. You know, it's their hand forced you to close the cycles on them. Force you to close the door. But then it's the audacity of you to do that. No, but it was divinely led, divinely guided.
through my pain. I lost it all, and it'll never be the same. 'Cause right now the only thing that's left is sadness and the shame. I lost it all, and it'll never be the same. I lost it all.
You know, it'll never be the same. They want to repair it. They want to repair the situation, but they're not sorry. And even if you wanted to, it could never go back to how it was. It can never go back to how it was. That version of you no longer exists. And they refuse to get rid of all the versions of them that they should, that they need to, but they refuse to. So they have no choice but to watch you carry on, watch you move on, and leave them in the past. Silent treatment. You know, but it's... right here, it's shady behavior. And so without a doubt, it was the best decision to walk away. But, you know, sometimes it's not that they're necessarily a horrible person. It's just you have to be selfish. You have to choose you. You have to pick you. Even whether it be just for a season or whether it be permanent. Sometimes you need the season to figure out if it needs to be permanent. But the one thing's for sure is you need that time alone. That's without a doubt.
Seems like a good day. Burn a bridge or two. One with one creaking. Burn away right on you. I don't think I like that. Some people really suck. People need to get better acting. Talking out to better.
People need to, well, said people keep on acting, but you're teaching people to stop acting. But it's the summertime. It's kicking back, relaxing, chilling. Because you're not weighed down. You're floating free in the river. You're not weighed down by the corrupt judgment that you used to cast on yourself. That was an anchor that was holding you fucking back. You broke yourself free of that. Now you kick back, just cruising down the river, down the lazy river. You know what I was giving? I was seeing this video recently. It was this guy. He was doing business meetings on a lazy river. He brought like a laptop, so he had bathing suit shorts on, right? And then he had a business attire on, and he's literally out in the water. And then at one point, he had like 8 other of his buddies, and they all got together, and they're all on the rafts, and they're having a whole business meeting. And he was just waiting to see if the lifeguards would kick him out. And it sounds like some shit I would do. But business attire, teaching, but teaching people, it's like business up here, fun down there. But it's like, it's a fine balance. It's a duality of everything. It's a balance. Everything's a fine balance. It's teaching people to find the balance. But it's inward. Going inward. That's the first place we should look for anything. Especially when we're lost. Or we're just clueless. We don't know where to go. Inward.
She's always running for something. So many things ignored. I tried to be not like this, but I thought you made a good song. There's nothing to see, show so good. People just move along. Beautiful disaster. Flying down the street again. I try to keep up, worry out and let me out. Now I wish you all the luck, but playing the wind without a care. Pretty baby to me and I can't care. I don't, whatever.
I let you drive around my mind. I can't count the times you made me feel.
Letting them drive around your mind. Letting them drive around your mind. Allowing them to get in your mind. The verbal venom. The poison. That they're words. They want the words. It's intentional words. Intentional. To poison, corrupt your mind. And so you start speaking death upon yourself. They wanted you to stop doing the shadow work. This whole greedy family. They're married to their decisions. They're married to their actions. The poor decisions. Poor actions. But it's going to go both ways. It's the lies and it's the false judgment that they were casting upon you publicly. Their lies, their deceit, their actions are going to be also displayed publicly. Corrupt judgment.
You burned me one too many times. Like a devil in disguise, hiding your true colors. Just leave me alone. Keep leading me on. Saying drink another whiskey, pop another pill. Money makes you happy, heaven isn't real. You won't find nobody to love because your heart's too broke. Now I know you ain't nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me on the ground, but I'm only going higher. I can hear you in my head, in my bed when I'm dreaming. You try to be my friend, but you're blowing slow. Oh, and now I ain't scared of telling you where you can go.
If they were doing, if they even had a day, even just 5 seconds in your shoes, to walk in your shoes, they would fall right on their motherfucking face. Yeah, but the investigation, they should have done more investigation as to what made you you. The trials that you had, the tribulations that you had to endure, that you had to make it through to become the person that you are. You can't fake that. You can't cheat your way to that. Yeah, but it's the change. It's a change and transformation for them too. They have to reach out for help now, which is really humbling to them. They're not used to doing that. They don't like doing that. They're used to being able to fix their own problems. But it's given that they dug themselves too deep.
If you see it clear in the right that way it started, my heart been pumping through my chest, it's good to feel alive. I keep her high, she can see it from the eagle eye. But even now I know you gotta come down somehow. But you be saying, baby, now, lay it down, so we can sleep another 10 minutes. Girl, you know you never listen. Cause you hard-headed, it's hard tripping over everything you do. But at least you're hard, then again I love you cause you know I fix it.
You know, hard-headed. These motherfuckers are hard-headed. Springtime, summertime, it's in the cover-up too. They have a lot to cover up because they've been doing it around the clock. Around the clock, but enlightenment, they're still not any wiser. They're still not any brighter. They're still not successful. They're still not successful in dimming your light, despite all the different ways that they try to cook up to dim it.
Flip from that, I got eaten, still I had to stay. The money came, still wasn't sunny for me after that. My heart got strained, wanted to blow my brain. As a matter of fact, I gave the wrong niggas my love, wish I could have it back. Flip from that, I got in, still I had to stack. The money came and still wasn't sunny for me after that. My heart got strained, I wanted to blow my brains. As a matter of fact, I gave the wrong niggas my love, wish I could have my way in sight. I looked up to my cousin, the world been cold, my heart been taken. I got somebody who loved me. Couldn't get Port Allen in jail, be torn Brian in the bed. Kept it silent, died inside. I wasn't right in the head. I lied to you with what I said. I shot myself in the head. Doing drugs, easing pain. I hate to get out of bed. Even ran off on my daughter. I admit I was scared. I know I could have gave an order. I was better off dead. 5-7 in the cartridge. I ain't taking precaution. I ain't scared of an arm. I was trying to lower my coffin.
They wanted you to stay in bed. They wanted you depressed. They wanted you lazy. They wanted you staying in bed. They didn't want you getting up every day, much less getting up every day and working towards a better version of yourself. They're running their mouth about your manifestations. They're running their mouth about your journey. They're running their mouth about, well, it's the way that you find a way where there wasn't a way. Where there wasn't supposed to be a way, according to their plan. Their plan. Their plan. Not the ancestors' plan. Not the Most High's plan. The Most High and your ancestors have something different for them. Something special.
On a big body Benz, I'd fuck my wife with you. That's just how this shit is. Niggas in my ear been telling me on you they gon' spin. Although you cut me, I still love you. Don't know how to pretend. Like Lil Blender with Lil Kayla, just a touch on her skin. Take my pain out on her pussy and be puzzled again. Flip from that, I got it, still I had to stay. The money came, still wasn't sunny for me after that. My heart got strained, wanted to blow my brain. As a matter of fact, I gave the wrong niggas my love, wish I could have it back. Flip from that, I got in, still I had to stash. The money came, still wasn't sunny for me after that. My heart got strained, I wanted to blow my brains. As a matter of fact, I gave the wrong niggas my love.
You know, it's the money came, but it didn't change anything. It's money can't buy certain things. It can't buy happiness. It can't buy peace. Money can't buy your way to do the shadow work. They wanted a cease and desist on all your shadow work. Hey, thank you. They wanted a permanent ban on your shadow work. It's they couldn't catch up. It's every time they go to check on you to see where you're at, so they can try to catch up to you. It's they have to start a whole nother plan. Outdated. That's given quantum jumping. It's, you know, it's always a carrot right in front of their face. It's always that carrot, like maybe next time you're right there. You're so close. You just keep going. But it's like what you tell yourself though. This too shall pass. It can't last forever. Something's got to give eventually. Something's got to give eventually. Their thug mentality is going to give eventually. They're going to have to admit defeat. Turning out the doubters. That's my light worker card. Tuning out the noise, the chaos, the distractions. You know, but it's not so much just tuning it out, it's tuning into yourself. It's tuning into the Most High, and it naturally silences it. It's not so much a fixating on silencing it around you. I mean, sometimes you have to take action and shut the fuck up, right? But other times you need to shut the fuck up and just go inward and not get too distracted about, you know, it's not inserting yourself into situations where you just stay the fuck out. But it's the learning, it's you've learned that. It's the monitoring spirits. They're waiting for they're thinking that there's still a good time, that there will still be a good time for them to sneak right in, to sneak back in. It's wishful thinking. That's what it's giving.
I saw you yesterday, but I didn't stop, cause you was walking the opposite way. I guess I could've shouted out your name, but even if it was you, I don't know what I would say. We can sit and reminisce about the old school, maybe share a cigarette, because we both fools. Chop it up and compare perspectives. Life, love, stress and setbacks, yes. You can tell me how hard you had it, and you can show me all the scars to back it. And we can analyze each complaint, break it down and explain these mistakes I make. I like to tangle up the strings of the puppetry, but you knew me back when I was a younger me. You've seen Sean in all types of light, and I've been meaning to ask you if I'm doing all right. Yesterday, was that you?
You know, it's old versions of yourself. That's all they have to run their mouth about is old versions of yourself. It's past versions that you got rid of because it no longer serves you. It no longer serves your mission. It's they're running their mouths about everything that you're gaining on your mission. But it's the things you had to go through for the rewards to even earn the rewards. It's the funny, people don't even realize the more that they do to prevent you, the more that they do to stop you. That's why we give thanks for it. We thank them because they're only making us stronger. Because all we have to do is persevere through it. All we have to do is make it to the end. And then our blessings are going to be even greater. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Come back again. It don't feel like that in the moment, though. I'll tell you that. It don't feel like that in the moment. That's something you learn later on. And it doesn't really necessarily make it that much easier, but it's something that pops up in your mind. So it does help to, I don't know, just not. Well, we don't dwell on things which we don't prefer. We don't dwell on that. Dwelling. The dwelling, the seeking clarity. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Why? Oh, September, fall. Why aren't you falling for it? Enlightenment. You know better. They're mad that you know better. Yeah, but I learned my lesson. Learned my lesson. I did my time, and I'm not making the same mistake twice. I'll be damned if I do. I'll be damned if I do.
Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? This is the story of a girl who cried.
Oh man, this is the story of some jealous ass motherfuckers that faked around and found the fuck out. That's what it is. That's what it is. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. They should have paid attention to that part, or at least taken it more seriously.
Making a promise is never for real. As long as you stand there waiting, wearing the holes in the soles of the shoes. How many days disappear when you look in the mirror? So how do you choose? Your clothes never wear as well the next day. Your hair never falls in quite the same way. You never seem to run out of things to say. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And why she looks so sad and for all the clouds, I absolutely love her when she smiles.
It's watching online, and it's like anytime they see, maybe you just share a video, a little sad video, or maybe you say something, right? And it could just be joking around, but they take everything serious, and they probably take it like everything's directed towards them too. But it's your ability to work through the emotions, it's process through it. I might show up this way today, but then tomorrow I'm going to be happy and smiling again. And then that's going to piss them off even more because they're expecting to see you sad and depressed. Like, what happened? They were just sad and depressed yesterday. We were all happy. Like, yay, it's working. Look. And then now it's like, whoa, go back. Rewind. We liked you better then. When all of our hard work was working. And no, it's an illusion. It was never working. But it was working. It was working to make you stronger. Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looks so sad and
Trying to hide you from the whole world. Trying to hide you from the whole world. Karmic parent, spiritual pioneer. And there's no way that a parent would not know, would not see signs. And then what are some possibilities that would happen? Well, if they're aware of any spiritual things, they would go and give readings on them. They would probably tap into their Akashic record illegally. And then they would see what's written in there. Then jealousy would probably kick in. That would fester for a while. It would fester more. It would turn into hatred, detestment for your own child. That will grow bigger and greater. Probably do spell work on them as well. Try to hide them from the whole world, but it's given willing to sacrifice the world so that they never see themselves. Out of a place of fucking jealousy. That's the root of it. Sad. Pathetic.
We no make no girls sit down on them shoulders. Real man who take care of them picnic. I make them woman sing out like Whitney. Now the bedroom take care of them business. No stranger on your mountain sandwich. Work hard to defend the family. Boy, this and end up a cemetery. So natural when a girl find a man. So natural man to a man. So natural to have a companion. So me burn down go or answer down. So natural when a king find a queen. So natural for human beings. So don't ever try to switch up the way it has to be. Don't get try intervene. But I'm Miss for Eve, so Miss for Steve. In 2020, me just can't believe the thing when me see me father got grief. Vatican, I try to voice me just heed. And I'm Miss for Eve, so Miss for Steve. In 2020, me just can't believe the thing when me see me father got grief. Through Vatican, I give the people a relief. Yeah. When a girl find a man, so natural man to a man. So natural to have a companion. So me burn down go or answer down. So natural a king find a queen. So natural for human beings. So don't ever try to switch up the way it has to be. Don't get try intervene. Don't ever try to switch up the way it has to be. So natural. So natural. So
I don't know. It could be two different ways. The pedos. It could be a whole lot. It could be the karmic friends. It could be the greedy family. It could be the nephew. They could all be going to prison. The whole secret society. It could be a whole secret society full of pedos. Or it could also... It could be that a bunch of lies were spread about you, that you were a pedo. That could have been some part of an attempt to steal your inheritance, to get you out of the way. To get you out of the way. Stop you from shifting your consciousness. Stop you from... It's rising your consciousness. It's getting to a point where you can have your manifestations. Well, it's not your manifestations, it's your inheritance, your spiritual inheritances. Tried to steal a house that was left in your name. That's spiritual house. They were trying to steal from your spiritual houses. But that also falls right on the 3D to 5D shift, which is consciousness and it's knowledge, and they're trying to tap into the knowledge that you've gained in previous lives. You can't do that. They're like, what the fuck? You can't just steal it like that. I'm sure that there has to be other ways to tap into that knowledge, but to steal someone's, like, that just doesn't make sense.
No love from my daddy cause the gavel wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but But all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out, started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone because you cared for me. And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. You're just working with the scraps she was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise two bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet?
And dear mama,
Please, no one above you, sweet.
you all appreciate it.
You know what it is? They wanted you stuck in old thought patterns and old false programming. They wanted you stuck there. Because if you got stuck there, then you would never elevate and step into the shoes that you're always intended to. You know, but it's the same story. It's, you know, as if they had any say in it. It went according to a plan, not their plan, but the Most High's plan. You know, but it's ties to ancient Kemet, alien DNA. Yeah, but the alien DNA, it's your spiritual DNA. It's the knowledge that's in our DNA that we unlock. As we do the work on ourselves, it gets unlocked. Then we catch the downloads. That's just how it works. But you have to do the work for it. But we've already done some of the work in previous lifetimes. Some of the gifts and abilities that we unlock and we tap into. And I don't know, but also at the same time, we never learn anything. We only relearn it, which is interesting too. Because some things it just seems like I'm learning it for the first time. Maybe just because I haven't been incarnated here in a while. I don't know. But other things, it's like I read more ancient things, and it's like it's a knowing. It's an internal knowing when I'm reading it. It's like that's not my first time reading it. And it's my belief that it's those times like that where it's because I've had activation things where it's like reading ancient, you know, texts and activated things in me, right? Which it's interesting because at the time, you know, I had no knowledge about any of the esoteric stuff. I wasn't studying or looking into any of that. It's a lot of people go through all the esoteric stuff to try to figure out how to do what I did. I don't know. I just did what I did, and now I'm trying to reverse it. Like, how the fuck did I do that? You know, I found a back door out of the Matrix that wasn't supposed to exist, but I found it. Now it's just how. You know, it didn't go according to plan. It wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't supposed to be there, but it's there. I'm still not quite sure where exactly it is, but I know it's there. I know certain paths that I took that led to it. But it's just I'm going back to myself. It's the more I learn about myself. It's the more everything else seems to make more sense.
Girl, he never understood what you were worth. No. And he never took the time to make it work. Deserve more love than no. Baby,
It's why didn't you give them more time? Why didn't you give them more time to mistreat you? Why not? What's wrong with you? How could you not appreciate their mistreatment? How could you not appreciate that? No, but it's like they don't appreciate being cut off. But it's energy harvesting. Your energy does. Calling your energy back and actually having it to use for yourself. Well, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. They didn't see that coming. They had their eyes set on your houses, your spiritual houses. They had your eyes set on it. You had your eyes set on it. Everyone has their eyes set on it. But the only difference is they're not going to get it. It's not theirs. A whole lot of eyes. A whole lot of eyes. Working together to try to set you up. Working together to prevent your shift. Trying to prevent you from becoming another Christ. Not the Christ. There was many before what people know now as Christ, the Yeshua. It was a title. It's a consciousness. It's a consciousness. They tried to block it out. And they tried to disconnect us from the Most High. They tried to. They thought they did. And then they walked away. But hey, bam bitches, we're back. We're back. And we're here to stay. We're here to raise vibrations. We're here to shift the consciousness. We're here to crash the motherfucking matrix. You guys ready? I'm ready.
Cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart, it's true. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say, I'll do. Cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom
How you guys doing? I am excellent.
Damn, little mama. You know you thick as hell, know what I'm saying?
What time is it? 9:20?
Matter of fact,
What do I want to do?
I ain't even worried about them really though. I'm just looking at you. Shit, you know. You got them big ass hips, god damn.
We'll do another gang stalking reading.
Coming down from the ceiling. Yeah, she know what she doing. She doing that right thing. Need to get her over to my crib and do that night thing. I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling. She climbing that rolling. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling. She climbing that rolling. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper. Out of all the girls, she be the hottest. Like the way she break it down. I see you, girl. And she looking at me. Yeah, she got my attention. Did I forget to mention? I need to get her over to my crib and do that night thing. I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling. She climbing that rolling. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling. She climbing that rolling. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper.
the earth. Women, they love them too, that's what you call a woman's worth. See, I love all the strippers because they show me love. They know I never pay, it's free whenever I hit the club. But I can't even lie, the girls in here so fly. She sliding up and down that pole, got me mesmerized. Mike Jones don't never trick, but goddamn she thick. I can't lie, I must admit it.
I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling. She climbing that molding. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper. She climbing, she rolling, she rolling.
What? I almost can't ignore it though, but it's like, is someone in love with a stripper? Why are you in love with a stripper? Shh, it's a secret. And then enlightenment. It's who's in love with this? It could be. No, you know what it is? It's stripping down the old versions of us. It's getting rid of them. It becomes addicting. But it's like, how do you do it? Because it's like you're changing like you're Superman. You know what I mean? You just go into the phone booth and it's the way that you're able to change the versions of you. But it's constantly growing. You know, if you're not growing, you're dying. It's not only just the understanding of that. It becomes addictive, the growth, working on yourself, the changes that you can see. It becomes addictive. You're tapping into your magic. It becomes addictive, especially when you're able to see it for the first time. It's like, holy shit, what is that? Where's that been? It's always been around. You just haven't been using it properly. You've been speaking death upon yourself instead of life because you've been taught to do that. You've been taught to do that. Taught to do that. But we're going back to the aboriginal ways of doing things. We're going back to the secret stuff. But it's not so secret. It's not so secret. It's truths that we all know internally. We just have forgotten.
I like the way it's going down. When nobody's around, slip, slide, ride, giving me that nice smile. I like what I wanna be all night. You and me alone, everybody's gonna fuck it up, baby. Let's get it on.
Maybe it is a sex worker.
That's right. The way you move your body really drives me crazy. Your body hypnotizing. It's so exciting. So exciting. So baby, come on home with me. I like the way you get
You know what it's given? You know what it's given? It's given someone that can throw it down really fucking good. And it's like, but they don't want anyone to know because then jealousy. But it's... Well, you know what they say? They say that no one knows you better than yourself. The work we do on ourselves. You know, but it's the work the work that's done on ourselves when we start retaining our sexual energy. You know, it literally helps us to boss up. It helps to, you know, it can help repair your body. It speeds up your manifestations. There are many benefits to it. You know, interesting, but the seed of light. The seed of life, right? But if you don't spend the seed, if you save it, you know, the energy can rise back up. It does rise back up. You know, but you have to be willing to sacrifice the wants of the flesh. You know, but there's a lot more involved to just that. You know, to have it rise up, you know, everything has to be in order. Everything has to be in order. You know, you can't be vibrating low. You can't be doing a lot of things. You have to be in full alignment. You know, there's many different things, and a slight variation of any one of them will completely throw you off. But alignment, when the stars align, the seeds that we plant. Interesting. The seeds that we plant, they're always written in the stars, our destiny. Things that were always destined to happen. How they happen is up to us, free will. But it was always destined to happen. You know, we can choose to fuck ourselves out of it. We can choose not to let things affect us. We can choose to keep persevering. We can choose to forfeit, to quit, to give up. We all have choices, many choices, many. Every thought has the potential to shift you in a different timeline. That's why it's really important to guard your mind, guard your thoughts. Be conscious of every thought that you have. Especially the ones that aren't even yours. You know, they're hating on you. It's your ability to find the calm in the storm. It's your ability to, what I was getting with that song is to love yourself during all the chaos. It's like, how can you find time to like yourself? How can you find time to love yourself? How can you find time to work on yourself? Don't you see what's going on around you? Aren't you preoccupied with all this bullshit that's going on around you? It's like, no, I'm not. That's why I'm able to be calm. That's why I'm able to be peaceful. That's why the chaos, I'm aware of the chaos, but I'm not distracted by it. When you're able to do that, it's a motherfucking game changer. It's a motherfucking game changer. Bossing the fuck up. That's for somebody. That's for somebody. Alright, I'm going to wrap that up right there. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, your gifts. Thanks for the exchange of energy. And until next time.